What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Goose, man. Knucklehead. I'm playing. Nah, but this video is gonna be about a woman and a man moving in together. I think it's inside. I don't know. I gotta read the text. But my boy said her imaginary friend came alive and started killing people. So we gotta watch this. You know me. I'm into this. Well, I ain't into the scary shit, but we gotta. Hey, it's almost Halloween. We gotta get something cracking. And to all my people out there, I appreciate everybody for the comments. I appreciate the constructive criticism. I appreciate all of it. I'm gonna grow. We gonna grow. Let's continue to do this. Keep continuing to tell me how I can do better. And if you haven't already, turn your post notifications on so you can know when I drop my next video. You know, let's grow, man. Let's grow. Let's get into it.
The episode opens with Tom and Jill, a newlywed couple, celebrating their new life in Tom's childhood home, a gift from Tom's mother over.
Oh, okay. So it's Tom's house. Okay, let's get that clear. It's Tom's house. Tom's house. His mama gave to him. Yeah.
For a couple of drinks and sushi. They are laughing and enjoying themselves when they hear a knock from the basement, and they go to check what caused it. The basement is full of boxes containing Tom's childhood memories with Jill, as they have known each other since childhood. Suddenly, a little dog appears from behind the closet and dashes upstairs, surprising them. Tom and Jill chase the dog, baffled and clueless as to where it came from and whether to keep it. Later that evening,
I wouldn't trust no dog. I wouldn't trust no dog that just came out of nowhere now. Nah.
Tom invites his friend Jason and his girlfriend to their place for dinner, where they discuss memories from the past and also Jill's old drawings of a character she named Pretzel Jack that they found in the basement. Jill elaborates that she had visited a circus and seen a contour.
Am I tripping? How the fuck she find her book in his basement? His childhood basement. All right, that's the first flop. That's the
Contortionist, and inspired by him, she made her own contortionist clown character, which she would draw in the stories she wrote. The next day, the couple goes to the store to get supplies when Jill notices Tom talking to a woman, Sarah. And when they return home, Jill confronts Tom about the woman and asks if he has had an intimate relationship with her. Tom, who introduces Sarah as a client, is baffled at the accusation and reminds her that he is not her father, who abandoned her after cheating on her mom. Later, they reconcile after apologizing for what they said to each other. It is then that a mysterious door appears in the basement, and the couple is freaked out by this inexplicable appearance. To settle their nerves, Tom calls a friend, Jason, who tries to open the door forcefully, but when nothing works, he brings out his shotgun and fires multiple shots, much to Tom and Jill's horror. He only stops when the power goes out, but it does the trick and the door opens. Inside, there is a stairway that leads to another door that has a handprint on it. Jason is forbidden from using his gun again, and the three decide to ask their neighbor if they could see his basement, as they suspect that he might have created the passage to sneak into their house, but can't find anything suspicious in the neighbor's basement, and after apologizing, they leave. Over the next few days, they try everything to open the door and even call help, but nothing can open that door. One day, alone in the house, Jill goes to the basement after hearing some noise. She reaches the second door and, on a whim, places her hand on the hand imprint, which, surprisingly, opens the door. She looks around and sees a terrifying clown that whips around and bends unnaturally before running past her. Jill immediately calls the police and tells them that the intruder was already inside the house, but at that moment, they can't do anything more than keep an eye on the house for the night.
How the fuck she get out the basement? That nigga ran at her. Did she hurry up and shut the door or something? Come on, y'all at least
Jill has been in therapy to deal with her distrust of men because of the trauma she underwent in her childhood. And now, Tom's meeting with a mystery woman makes Jill more suspicious of him. So she decides to place her trust on another man, Jason, who she asks for help and figure out what is going on in Tom's life and visits him. But their conversation soon changes into an argument when Jason blames Jill for letting her past shadow cast on her current relationship. Jill defends herself, but Jason doesn't stop there and gaslights Jill till the scary clown comes from the shadows and starts stabbing Jason till Jill screams for him to stop. The murder soon comes to light, and the investigating officers question a shell-shocked Jill at her home as she is prime suspect in Jason's murder. But something the officer said strikes Jill, and that night she goes to the basement to look at the drawing pad that has many drawings of Pretzel Jack. She can't unsee the uncanny resemblance between the character she created and the clown that fatally attacked Jason. Since then, she has been having flashbacks from her childhood about a mysterious door that was in the house she lived in, or not, she can't remember. So to put a rest to these recurring thoughts, she visits her childhood house and the new owner graciously welcomes her. While inside the house, Jill manages to sneak into her room, but she can't find the door she saw in her flashbacks. So to cross-check if she missed it somehow, she sneaks inside the house once the owner has gone out to walk her cat. Jill walks into her old room and tears down the wallpaper that covers where she saw the door. And as she suspected, there is a door.
Hey! Don't be coming in this mug, ripping up shit. What's your problem? What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Oh, we call the police when we come back. I know that's what she thinks.
That is smaller than the one in her current house. She opens the door to find something peculiar inside that resembles a human figure but is too distorted to make out clearly. Jill is now convinced that Pretzel Jack has somehow come to life, and when she sees a glimpse of him in her bedroom, she screams for help. But when Tom checks and finds no one, he questions her sanity. Similarly, her therapist doesn't show any interest in what she's saying and, much to her chagrin, recommends her medicines, making her leave the session midway. When nobody believes her, Jill turns to yet another man, her neighbor Ian, who listens to her without judgment. Jill feels she can freely talk to him, so she confides in Ian about Pretzel Jack and how she believes she created the entity that killed Jason. Ian seems to understand her and presents his notion of the contortionist, describing him as her protector, and correlates his action to Jill getting angry at the people. He also confides in Jill and tells her that when he was a kid, he also drew himself a friend, a very tall character, aptly named the Tall Boy. On the other hand, Tom has secrets of his own, as he secretively gives Sarah's baby a toy at the park. And there's this mysterious woman with whom he occasionally meets and talks about Sarah and how much the baby looks like him, indicating that he might have fathered a child with her. These meetings are strange and unconventional therapy sessions take place in which the woman provides Tom with a sensory deprivation pool to take his mind off the recent events and all other things happening in his life. But it is weird that she has cameras installed in therapy rooms through which she keeps an eye on Tom without his knowledge. Meanwhile, Jill has just reached home after she met with Ian when Tom gets a call on his laptop. Jill decides to take it since he's not home and is shocked to hear a child crying from the background and Sarah warning Tom not to come anywhere near her family again or she will call the cops on him. A furious Jill cannot believe her suspicions are coming true, all this while when she was made to feel she is in the wrong. Back at the anonymous woman's maze-like house, Pretzel Jack appears after Jill fails to...
Well, we know what's about to happen.
control her anger and badly injures the woman, who tries to shoot him, but to no avail. He then makes his way to Tom, attacking him with a knife and trying to drown him. Tom fights back but gets stabbed in his chest while tackling the contortionist. The badly injured woman has some strength left and she fires at Pretzel Jack, allowing Tom to run. But the shot doesn't do much damage and Pretzel Jack twists his body to appear like a spider, puts himself back on his feet, and follows Tom. In the meantime, Tom gets himself in the woman's car, but he doesn't know how to drive a stick. Because of this, he accidentally puts the car in reverse and gets ran by a van once he reaches the main road. Pretzel Jack sees the accident and decides to leave for now. Jill soon receives a call from the hospital about Tom and gets ready to leave when she hears some noise from downstairs and finds the front door open. She gets scared when all of a sudden Ian walks in with a dog, explaining the dog had run out. She
All right, if y'all want more of this, or should I keep going? I'm gonna keep going. All right. I'm gonna keep going a little bit more, a little more.
is relieved and asks him to stay with her till she heads to the hospital, and Ian offers to drive her. At the hospital, Tom is not happy to see Ian with Jill, and sensing the awkwardness, Jill asks Ian to leave. The couple is then visited by the police, who show them the footage they recovered of the clown attacking Tom in the pool. They have also identified the mysterious woman, who turns out to be a doula, and they are curious to know how Tom knew her since she never advertised her therapy sessions anywhere. When the police question him about Sarah, Tom doesn't disclose much. However, Tom is reminded of Jill's drawings of the clown contortionist and believes that a psychopath must have seen the drawings and made a mask to look like the character. He soon gets discharged from the hospital, and when they reach home, Tom asks Jill if she knows this person who is trying to harm them. Jill calmly states that he's me and takes Tom to the door to show him the carcass of Pretzel Jack she picked up when she last visited her old house. It resembles a hollow scalded mannequin, and after Jill moved out from her old house, Pretzel Jack too ceased to exist. She further explains that he has come back to protect her from getting hurt. It is difficult for Tom to wrap his head around Jill's story and questions her why Pretzel Jack tried to hurt him. Jill tells him she heard the baby when she answered Sarah's call and asks him to tell the truth. Tom finally confesses that he was involved with an already married Sarah, but he ended it after he got together with Jill. Though he came to know later that Sarah was pregnant and was sure the kid was his, but Sarah didn't want her husband to know, so she threatened Tom to stay away. Jill is beyond furious at such a betrayal, and her mood alerts Pretzel Jack, who was sleeping under somebody's patio, and he soon puts his limbs in place before stomping to Jill's house. By the time he reaches the house,
Why the fuck he Why the fuck he walking like he's upset or some shit?
he sees Jill and Tom leave in their car. The couple has decided to visit Jill's psychiatrist for a couple session to save their marriage, but it backfires because both men dismiss Jill in her story about her imaginary friend, enraging Jill. She tells them that Pretzel Jack is coming as the light flickers, but the doctor is confident nothing will happen until Pretzel Jack crawls inside through the window and kills the doctor in front of Jill and Tom.
Aha! I'm stopping it right there. If y'all want more of this video, if y'all want part 2, I'll probably still drop part 2 because I want to watch the rest of it. Like, comment, subscribe. Drop a comment. Say you mother effer with a fist. No, you better not do that. You better not. But if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you can know when I post the part 2. And I guess we out, man. Let's keep growing. That's all I can say. Let's keep growing.